Dude, you seriously have to get real with yourself. You have to be real. Wake up. Maybe you're 30, maybe you're 40, maybe you're 50, maybe you're older. And I'm willing to bet that you have this deep impending sense of doom that, oh my God, I'm not being the man that I'm supposed to be. I'm not living in integrity with myself. And perhaps you're looking back on your life and you've seen a lot of success. Maybe you've seen a big bank account. Maybe you've had some great vacations. Maybe you've dated some beautiful women. Hey, maybe you even have an amazing family. But most men, no, all men that are truly on the path of mastery reach a point in their life when they have this holy crap moment. This holy crap moment of, dude, I am meant for so much more. I'm meant to be so much more. I'm meant to show up in my fullest creative potential, my fullest excitement, my highest good, my actual highest good. Not the, oh, I'm going to stop watching porn maybe. Oh, I had a 2-week streak. Oh, I guess I'll maybe have another drink. Or, oh, maybe that girl that I'm seeing on the side isn't really that big a deal. Or, oh, maybe I won't work out. No. Really stepping into, this is the man that I'm supposed to be. This is why I'm here. This is my path. Looking at your North Star and being in love with the man that you're supposed to be. A lot of men, a lot of success-oriented men will have that holy crap moment that they know that they're meant for so much more, but they're lying to themselves and they're mentally masturbating. And a lot of men try to do the right thing. They try to do all these practices and schedule and discipline themselves and set up goals, and sometimes they even stick through that. But it feels like you have to gear yourself up every day when you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about sex, or you go to work and you're just grinding and you feel anxiety and stress and worry and this constant fear that you're not good enough. This constant anxiety that I have to be more, that I have to do more, that I have to accomplish more, that I'm not good enough. And a lot of these success-oriented men are totally motivated by the wrong things. They're totally motivated by proving somebody wrong, or sticking it to their dad, or sticking it to their mom, or sticking it to that bully, or sticking it to their ex-girlfriend who screwed them over. And that's why they're suffering, because they're motivated and encouraged by the wrong things. They are encouraged and motivated and driven by things that vampirize them. And that's why they fill their lives up with dopamine. That's why they watch porn. That's why they drink. That's why they sleep around. That's why they're just a shadow of the man that they know they're supposed to be. Because their mission is not aligned with who they're supposed to be. And the way that I help those men discover that is I help them know and learn deep down inside that the reason why you're here, the reason why you show up, the reason why you're a man, an excellent man, the reason why you're here is to be a vessel, to be a conduit, to be a channel for your highest good, your highest purpose, the will of God, the will of the Most High Spirit to be done through you. To fall in love with the vision of the man that you know that you are meant to be. And that switch is everything. That switch is everything. Because you've put in the work. You've put in the discipline. You've put in the time. You've put in the focus. You've put in the structures to make your life thrive. And yet when you look at yourself in the mirror, you still feel empty. You still feel like there's something missing. It's because you're missing that connection to your highest good. And in this shift that I take men on, I help them realize that on the other side, you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to work so hard and fill your mind up with desperation and anxiety and fear to be a man that you want to become. And rather, you can just let God work through you. And when you fall in love with that higher power, When you fall in love with the man that you know you're supposed to become, on the other side, there is this tremendous peace. There's this tremendous grace where you're not struggling, where you're not grinding, where you're not shaming yourself and forcing yourself into being a better man. It's a total identity shift. It's a totally new way of showing up. And in my life, I've taken myself on this journey, and it's taken me 10 years to work so hard, to grind and grind and grind and grind, only to realize that my highest will, God's highest will for me, is so much more ease and so much more freedom and so much more abundance and so much more liberty and so much more fun. And when I got a taste of what that meant, and when I got a taste of what that meant for my life, and what that meant for my inner peace, and what that meant for my inner health, and my physical health, and my emotional well-being, my spiritual well-being, nothing I was doing could compare to the joy and the grace and the love and the abundance that I'm experiencing now. And every man that I've worked with has said the exact same thing. They've said that it was an identity shift. It was a click. It was like I was struggling to do all of these things. And after just one conversation, everything shifted. Everything was so much easier. And I might stumble, but I'm no longer afraid. I no longer have to try. It's just easy, and it's just graceful, and it's so much fun. I can relax and find space to create in my life. Doesn't that sound so much better? Isn't that really what it means to be a man? To be the best you can be, but realize that God can carry you and that you don't have to carry yourself? Isn't that actually what it's meant to be? So the men that I've worked with, they get this. They're having that conversation with themselves. And they're empty. And they're lost. And they're pushing. And they've boxed themselves so deeply in their brain that they're going to force themselves to get what they want. But when they get what they want, they are not happy. In fact, they're worse off. Because they filled their whole life with thinking that once I get there, I'm going to be good. And when they get there, they're not. When they get that bank account, they're still not happy. When they get that woman, they're still not happy. When they get that international property, they're still not happy. Why? It's because they haven't had that identity shift. And that's what I want to show you. I want to show you how to shift your identity into being the man that you know that you're meant to be, to being the vessel for God to work through you. And it's powerful, and it's beautiful, and it's awesome. And it only takes a couple conversations. And I want to invite you to have those conversations with me, to shift into your highest good, to finally, after years of trying to figure it out, know your North Star and know where you're meant to go. So click the link below and I'll show you how to get there. I'll show you the man that you're supposed to be and encourage you and uplift you and hold you to that, and to help you realize that it's so much easier than you think it has to be. And it's so much more fun. And it's so much more beautiful.